to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're going over the British Field Pack. Now, it's a little bit of a misnomer, but literally, it says right here under the cover, it's a field pack. So that's what it must be. Its most common use is as what they call a respirator bag. Here in the US, we'd call that a gas mask bag. And I'll show you why here when we do the close-ups, why that's probably its main use. But I like the term field pack in one respect, is it does match the US Field Training Pack 3-Day, better known as the butt pack, and can be used in many of the same ways. We'll get into that also as we do the close-up on this piece of gear. Alright, side-by-side comparison, you can see that both packs are roughly about the same size, and therefore would function roughly about the same. Now, there are different features amongst the two. Clearly, the US one on the right is iterative of the original pack from 1956. It was made in canvas duck and has some modern features on it and has deleted other features that fell by the wayside. The one on the left is the British Field Pack. It can perform much the same functions, although it has a lot more features on it, and in many ways is surpassing the US version. Should have mentioned early on, I got this pack from Varusteleka. I'll put a link in the description box below should you want this for yourself, and you probably will. But let's start going over the features. First, you have the flap that covers it. The US pack is held in by a series of straps that you thread through some metal buckles. This is simply snaps and Velcro. Not really a fan of the Velcro in this function, I gotta be honest. I wish it was completely snapped, because that Velcro, as you can tell, that's making a lot of noise. But that can be easily remedied. You have 3 series of snaps, but only 2 receptacles for it, so you can control the height of the pack so you can have it a nice snug thing. Because as we all know, a tight pack is a light pack. Additionally, on a US butt pack, you would control the size of it by cinching down the straps. You can control the size by these zippers here. You unzip it and the pack expands out. And yet the lid still works with the Velcro, still works with the snaps. The pack itself, instead of being thin nylon, is fairly thick nylon with a canvas cover and some type of intermediate material inside of it. This pack also comes with these side pouches and has rows of MOLLE along the side. We'll do some detail on that closer up here in a little bit, allowing you to attach extra things. On the US pack, there'd be straps of nylon there for attaching Alice clip type systems. As we flip this over, we start to see the attachment systems to your LBE, whatever type it is. This one is MOLLE based with rows here, PALs as the British would call it. And that would be like the Alice attachment system that's on the US Field Pack. Also, you have D-rings here for attaching this shoulder strap. This is when you want to use the pack independently as a respirator / gas mask bag. It also has the slot of material so you can put a tie-down strap through there if you'd like to wear it on the configuration where it's on your side over your shoulder attached to your leg. As used as a respirator bag, it absolutely should not be attached to your field gear. That way the gas mask can be with you at all times, even when you're not in your 782 gear. Now, let's go take a look and find out what's on the inside of this pouch. Opening the pouch and expanding it down, you see first of all you've got some elastic straps right here. This is for restraining some rolled items. Also, down at the bottom you have another elastic strap that you can restrain something there. If you were going to put an extra canteen in here, that'd be a good place to put it. Also, you have these little side dividers here that allow you to stuff things down the side. On this side, it's a big one that goes all the way down. You could put like a Nalgene bottle-sized item in there, for example. Over here on the other side, the pouch is open at the top, but then it subdivides down, and you can put smaller items in there, say pop flares or pen flares, for example. Again, there's lots of this padding material on the inside, and it expands out pretty decently large. This pack tends to be a little deeper and a little narrower than the US pack, but I would imagine that internal volume of both is roughly about the same. Here you can see it unzipped and the attachment points there. You also have snaps here on the inside right here, 4 of them total. So if you have something that snaps in place, you can also attach it that way. As you can see, even zipped up, you still have pretty good internal volume, but a way to make your pack a little tighter should you not need all the volume. Okay, this field pack comes with these 2 small side bags, and as we go through these side bags here in detail, you'll find out why I believe the British intention that this would mainly be a respirator / gas mask bag first, field pack second. As we come over to this pouch over here, Velcros the lid open. First thing you find in there is decontamination kit personal, and some kind of decontamination solution, a NBC type canteen lid for a British style canteen. Over here on this pouch, we open it up and we find M8 paper for detecting chemical agents. We find decontamination kit personal Mark 1 and detection paper chemical agent number 1 Mark 4 liquid 3 color. So this covers most of your major things you'd find in an NBC environment and covers the way to decontaminate yourself and hydrate yourself in an NBC CBR environment. This is what makes me convinced that the main purpose of this is as a respirator gas mask pouch and as a field pack second. So I've gone ahead and removed the flap pouch field pack from each side of the pack, which go ahead and shows that you've got 4 rows of MOLLE / PALS webbing on each side. So these, if you don't want to use them in their NBC configuration, can be removed. In and of themselves, they actually make good little utility pouches. They simply seal by folding over and Velcroing down. They'll be useful as good small utility pouches, nothing special about them otherwise. And then if you take those off, you've freed up the pack to attach other things to the side, such as IFAKs, radio pouches, and other such things. Here we have the British field pack attached in the butt pack position on an Eagle Industries H harness. So the pack is totally usable in this way, just like you would a US butt pack. Alright, here is an IFAK attached to the British field pack on the side PALS webbing. We hope you found this coverage of the British field pack helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future gear reviews.